Hi guys, who has joined? I think this is Ankur, correct? Just leave a hi. Okay, so now you can text in the chat box, correct? Yes. Great. Hi Harsh. I think Harsh was attending in the last. I think both the sessions Harsh attended. The first session I conducted was right before gold gave a crazy up move. I think around 40% it went up, and then the second session was when uh, I think I shared a nice perfect view on Nifty कि ending diagonal का thrust target meet होगा. Hello Sandeep Thakrar ji. I think Sandeep Thakrar was also there, one of the participants of my Telegram subscription. अभी आपने क्यों छोड़ दिया? इतना तो अच्छा चल रहा था. संदीप ठकरार जी, आपको फिर से आई विल गिव वेरी जेन्युइन invitation ki you should rejoin the group back. Okay, who else has joined? You have been have been following you for a while. Good to see you on YouTube space. Yes, thank you so much. Slowly you guys are motivating me. Keep the motivation going on so that I will share more such informative content to you all. Okay, so anyways, last week मैं Friday को join हुआ था. Sujit, welcome. Sujit is also one of my students and also one of the Telegram subscriber. So if you guys remember last week, Friday ko exactly before the market closing, I think right at this point of time, I had shared my view ki I am bearish right now. Still one leg down is pending, not just in Nifty, but I also shared the charts of Reliance, HDFC, both the stocks. I shared my view that one leg in both these major Nifty moving stocks as well as the index, even in Bank Nifty, is pending. And also I gave a clear mention about this starting point of this ending diagonal कि usually ending diagonal का जो correction आता है post ending diagonal thrust जो होता है, it usually reaches the starting point of the ending diagonal, and how accurately and pinpointly the market reacted. Isn't it amazing, guys? This at this point of time there were so many uncertainties. There was budget to come on Sunday. There was this trade deal which happened between India and US, which was so speculative. मतलब लोग उस टाइम पे कितना अनसर्टेनिटी था. ट्रम्प कभी बोल रहा था आई विल इंक्रीज इट टू 500%. इट टुक सो मच ऑफ टाइम, एंड जब न्यूज आई तो भी मतलब इट वाज सच अ रिएक्टिव न्यूज कि लेट नाइट पे अचानक गिफ्ट निफ्टी स्टार्टेड showing a big spike. And in amidst all these uncertainties, Elliott Wave stood the test of time. मतलब जो इवन वर्ल्ड वॉर्स के टाइम पे जो इलियट वेव का जो एफिशिएंसी था, और आज के एआई के जमाने में और सोशल मीडिया के जमाने में भी जो एफिशिएंसी है, दैट इज क्वाइट अमेजिंग. And just as we said, as I was expecting, Nifty moved right up to the start of the ending diagonal. And from then onwards, अभी तो सोशल मीडिया पे तो मतलब सब लोग बकवास करने के लिए है ही. मतलब कुछ भी अगर गैप अप ओपन होता है, कुछ भी न्यूज आती है, तो सब इम्पल्स इम्पल्स चिल्लाना चालू कर देते हैं. तो एज यूजुअल मार्केट सेंटिमेंट्स टर्न फ्रॉम, मतलब जो लोग 21,000 22,000 चिल्ला रहे थे, अचानक से एक दिन में वेव थ्री वेव थ्री वेव थ्री अगर हम चिल्लाना शुरू कर दिए. एंड देन when there is sentiment extreme, whether bearish or bullish, we usually get a market turn. And वही हुआ. तो अभी currently मुझे लगा था कि it will go up in an X wave and then come down again. So that possibility is also open, but that now has become an alternate count. Right now what I am seeing in Nifty is that this was a flat correction which formed the A of a bigger flat correction, and this went up in a zigzag. So this formed the B, a bigger flat correction, and now this could come down in the form of wave C. So this is first alternative, first possibility, one of the most high probability possibility. Now why I am calling this as a zigzag up and not zigzag is also basically comprising 535. So जो लोग सोशल मीडिया पे बकवास करते हैं, इम्पल्स वेव, इम्पल्स मतलब गैप अप हो गया तो दैट इज एन इम्पल्स वेव. दे लैक द बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ इलियट वेव कि इलियट वेव इज वेरी डायनामिक. कोई भी गैप अप हो गया तो उसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि 1 2 3 4 5 में अब मार्केट जाना चालू करेगा. मार्केट के पैटर्न्स होते हैं. तो वन ऑफ द पैटर्न इज zigzag. Zigzag is comprised of a 535. And how we differentiate a zigzag, a corrective wave with an impulsive wave? Varun Trahajar, in internal wave counts is what differentiates you from others. Keep your good work. Thank you so much, Varun ji. Also, Kushwant is there. Hello, Kushwant. Even Kushwant was there during my previous sessions. So the important point to note over here is the triangle which I have identified. Never in your life, I mean, it's a basic Elliott wave rule that wave 2 of an impulse wave cannot be a triangle. So if this was supposed to be an impulse wave, जो निशांत कुमार जो सबसे मतलब more than 150 के followers है, and he has probably taught so many people, basic understanding lacking है कि he is also shouting कि wave 3 start हो गया. तो he failed to, everybody, none of the Elliottician was able to actually pinpoint the top, and none of the Elliottician was actually pinpoint the bottom, and none of the Elliottician was actually was able to pinpoint this top as well. So just you think twice, and all the three tops in the span of last 3 weeks, I was able to pinpoint them with the internals. So if you see this was a classic triangle forming on a 5 minutes time frame. If we label this triangle, it was a clear. I think somebody had asked me a query on my Twitter whether this triangle unfolds such possibility or not. So he had done a good job in labeling the triangle, but there is a minor improvement in that chart. I don't recollect who that person was. If you leave a comment in the chat box, if it was anybody amongst you, it would be helpful. किधर गया patterns? Yeah, okay. So actually the starting point of this triangle is this point, not this point. It starts from here. A, this is a flat correction, went up in a zigzag, again came down, and again D, and then over here. This is the triangle which formed. A classic contracting triangle. Okay, and this was the impulse. This was actually the bigger, what do you say? This was actually the bigger 5 wave A. This became B, and this became C. So, and इतना बड़ा जब गैप अप ओपनिंग होता है, पीपल हॉप इनटू द ट्रेड थिंकिंग कि अभी सोशल मीडिया पे सब एक्सपर्ट्स इम्पल्स वेव 3 बोल रहे हैं तो ऊपर जाएगा. दिस वाज एन एग्जॉशन गैप if we term it into classical conventional charting technical analysis. So this seems to be an exhaustion gap. जो wave 3 का gap up होता है, that is a runaway gap. It's not a, मतलब there will be some idiots like Manoj Kumar and all की वो runaway को breakaway gap से मतलब confuse करते हैं. So that is, breakaway gap is different. This can convert into a breakaway gap. We cannot conclude it as yet, but this to me seems to be an exhaustion gap. There are 3 types of gap ups or gap downs. One is runaway, one is breakaway, and other is exhaustion. So runaway gaps you will find them in wave 3s. Exhaustion gaps you will find them in wave C's and wave 5s, and breakaway gaps you will find them in any of the impulse wave. Usually a major resistance needs to be broken or a major pattern needs to be broken, then we get a breakaway gap. So in breakaway gap you will usually see that the after gap up there is some price action coming inside the gapping territory, and then the price starts to move up. But this is definitely not a runaway gap. In the runaway gap you will never get any price action going inside the territory of the gap. It will keep on going on, and that is one of the key characteristics of wave 3. So these are some of the hints which I am sharing, or some of the guidelines which you can consider in your analysis, ki how to identify and differentiate between a wave 3 and wave C. Gap, once you see a gap, that gap is a dead giveaway for you to help you in assessing whether it's a wave 3 or wave C. Wave C has all the characteristics of wave 3. accept these gaps, and because it's wave C is a trend reversal point, whereas wave 3 is a trend continuation point. So अभी तो market मतलब is not definitely not moving up immediately. अभी तो slowly चल रहा है. अभी at this point of time, unfortunately today it's a Friday, it would have been very nice to give you some insights of how it would behave on Monday, but the way it is moving, we are currently in a no trade zone. So at the moment, इस पॉइंट पे सॉरी बट आई कैन नॉट गिव यू एनी क्लियर हिंट कि अभी मार्केट ऐसा जाएगा वैसे जाएगा. एक्चुअली जब हम यहाँ पे कहाँ पे थे अभी इन टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, आई थिंक अंकुर टुक दैट ट्रेड, करेक्ट? आई थिंक 5 मिनट्स चार्ट. हाँ, हम यहाँ पे थे तब. आई थिंक आई शेयर्ड कि इट्स अ पॉसिबिलिटी टू गो लॉन्ग फॉर अ टारगेट ऑफ, oh my god, वो टारगेट आ गया एक्चुअली. मतलब if I open my telegram channel, you will see it means I was not kidding, but the uh, point was my stop loss got triggered. It's okay, I mean, I am sharing my telegram channel. Okay, तो telegram channel का literally आज सुबह मैंने डाला था. एनीवेज आज मतलब काफी मैसेजेस है मुझे, मैं सब दिखा नहीं सकता यहाँ पे, बट ओके मैंने इस पॉइंट पे आई थिंक लॉन्ग ट्रेड दिया था, बट मेरा स्टॉप लॉस ट्रिगर हो गया अनफॉर्चुनेटली, एंड द टारगेट वाज दिस ओनली, एग्जैक्टली 25,650 वाज माय टारगेट. So let's see how it goes. At this point of time, I don't think it is wise to take any position, like long also, short also, difficult to say. Anyways, this is the Nifty view. The general outlook, let's not go into 5 minutes time frame, but the general outlook is the same. I am not changing my wave count since months. I mean, this triangle identification जब से मैंने किया है तब से मैंने literally इसमें कोई changes नहीं किया है. इस एंडिंग डायगोनल के टाइम पे थोड़ा सा मैंने इधर उधर चेंजेस किए थे, बट स्टिल माय व्यू वाज दैट 5 could have formed over here, somewhere over here. Literally I have not made a single change in my chart, and the Nifty is since April 2025, Nifty is literally going just as my prediction is stating me. सो अभी तो फिलहाल के लिए बी वेरी कॉशियस. थोड़ा सा कदाचित पुल बैक आ सकता है, बट देन अगेन वी कुड हैव अ वाटरफॉल डिक्लाइन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेव 3 ऑफ सी. एनीवे, सो दिस वाज माय व्यू ऑन निफ्टी. अगर हम गोल्ड एमसीएक्स पे जाएंगे, gold also was, I think I shared this chart a couple of days ago, I think somewhere over here, I guess. So this was also classic. I think 2 weeks ago when I came live, it was, I think we were Tuesday, Thursday, I think we were somewhere over here. Thursday, Friday, I came live during Friday or Sunday, somewhere over here we were there. And from then on I had shared that there is still plenty of life left in Nifty, plenty of life left in gold, and it's still quite bullish. And see the move, like such a move in the entire history of last 10 years, if we see, I don't think gold might have given such a severe impulsive rise. And the decline was also, when you get an extension wave, the decline is also severe. So the decline was also classic. And what I am seeing gold right now is this. So this is my view for now. I think gold, by looking at this chart, you can clearly know what is my current intent for trading gold, or what is the current direction in which gold could likely head. So for Nifty, there might not be an immediate trade or an immediate entry, but for gold, there is a possibility. You can figure it out yourself. तो किसी को कुछ किसी स्टॉक के बारे में पूछना था. आई हेल्प्ड यू स्पॉट द डायगोनल आराध्या, इफ यू रिमेंबर. यस, तब आई थिंक संदीप ठकरार जी, आई वाज लेबलिंग निफ्टी के डायगोनल को, आई वाज लेबलिंग 1 2 3 4 5 एंड 5 had completed was my assessment, और संदीप ठकरार जी ने उनका चार्ट लेबल किया, and he was in the impression कि this could this be a leading diagonal. So then that was a major breakthrough. I immediately thanked him, saying that no, this is not a leading diagonal, but this is an ending diagonal. So thank you very much for sharing your chart during the subscription you were going through. चेक एक्स, अभी एक्स ए यू यूएसडी के चार्ट से ज्यादा क्लियर अभी एमसीएक्स का चार्ट है, whereas क्योंकि एमसीएक्स के चार्ट पे संडे को ट्रेडिंग ओपन था ना, तो इट गेव मोर हिंट्स एंड क्लूज कंपेयर्ड टू द XAU USD चार्ट, और XAU USD chart and these both will go in line only, but currently this chart is more clear. Last time I had opened what do you say, USD chart, but क्योंकि उस टाइम पे वो चार्ट ज्यादा क्लियर था, अभी फिलहाल ये चार्ट ज्यादा क्लियर है अभी, तो आई थिंक दिस कुड बी द फॉर्मेशन, दिस वाज likely a flat pattern possible. Let's see, मतलब अभी तो मतलब ये extend भी हो सकता है, the consolidation can even extend, that doesn't affect us to place ourselves in the direction of the trend. It's silver in sync with gold. For that you will have to join my Telegram subscription. अभी सब कुछ तो नहीं disclose कर सकता ना. Come on guys, you can join my Telegram subscription. If I am able to share you guys on YouTube live and Twitter and Twitter so many insights just in a single day, I am pretty, you must be pretty assured that there will be plenty of information, highly valuable information available in my Telegram subscription. Any specific chart if anybody wishes to analyze? Because ITC का ओवरव्यू तो अभी आई विल नॉट ओपन द चार्ट, बट अभी तो मतलब इतना बड़ा डिक्लाइन हुआ है तो यू कैन गेस व्हाट विल हैपन, क्योंकि ITC ऐसा कंपनी है, इट गिव्स 5% डिविडेंड, मतलब वन ऑफ द बेस्ट डिविडेंड गिविंग स्टॉक्स and one of the most heavyweights of Nifty50 since 1990s. वो stock मतलब fundamentally also very solid stock. उनका business भी ऐसा business है कि मतलब nobody can मतलब वो business कभी exhaust नहीं हो सकता, कितना भी कोई भी positive negative news मत सोचो, but जो business वो करते हैं I don't think there will be any end to that business. और जब कोई इतने बड़े स्टॉक में 50% के आसपास करेक्शन, 40% हो गया, इतना बड़ा करेक्शन आता है, तो इट्स एन इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्सपेक्टिव का स्टॉक, नॉट फॉर ट्रेडिंग. बिकॉज these are some of the key insights you should learn. When there is an intense fall of like 40% 50%, then that stock does not become a short term swing trading candidate, क्योंकि then the major trend is down. So उस मेजर ट्रेंड को काउंटर ट्रेंड करने के लिए देयर विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन, और वो फ्रिक्शन कंप्लीट होने के बाद ही स्टॉक स्टार्ट टू मूव. सो सच स्टॉक्स शुड बी फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्सपेक्टिव, whereas ट्रेडिंग के स्टॉक्स जो स्विंग ट्रेडिंग में यूज कर रहे हो, यू राइड इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द ट्रेंड, कि जो ऑलरेडी अप ट्रेंड में है उनमें स्विंग ट्रेडिंग करने के लिए. एनी लेवल्स टू फोकस ऑन TCS where the current IT stocks में. Yes, I know the levels, but सब कुछ YouTube पे नहीं भेज सकता. But okay, this I had shared कि IT sector will shed and a major correction in IT stocks is loading, and the percentage also I have given around 20 to 30% correction since the top made in January, I think so. When was the top made, you can check, but from that top around 20 to 30% correction is loading. No worries, Sandeep ji. So I think I answered the questions on two of the major stocks, major Nifty moving stocks. So you can imagine what would be the direction of Nifty as well. Okay, if people do not have any further questions, today we had a short discussion on some of the nifty moving stocks. We also had discussion on the view of gold. Axis Bank. हम्म, नहीं, आज एक्सिस बैंक पे नहीं देखेंगे. मतलब एक्चुअली आई हैड शेयर्ड माय स्मॉल चार्ट ऑन एक्सिस बैंक ऑन माय ट्विटर. आई थिंक किसी ने तो कमेंट किया था, आई थिंक सो, आई फॉरगॉट द नेम, बट किसी ने कमेंट किया था उनके चार्ट पे. मतलब मैंने उस टाइम पे एक्सिस बैंक का चार्ट खोला था. मतलब मैं आई वाज नॉट ट्रैकिंग विच एसेट क्लास इज लुक्रेटिव एट दिस मोमेंट. अभी तो करंटली तो अभी निफ्टी में अगर करेक्शन चल रहा है तो we shouldn't be risking to buy a particular asset stock, but I can share some of the asset classes in which a major correction in the coming time might be loading. One is IT sector, तो अभी चालू हो गया है. IT sector, I will share this view that it will go sideways for the next 2 more years, at least one and a half year. मतलब उसमें मेजर ब्रेक थ्रू अभी नहीं आने वाला है. यू कैन राइट इट डाउन. आईटी स्टॉक्स विल बी ट्रेडिंग इन अ रेंज बाउंड जोन, whereas major correction, sharp correction is loading in the finance sector, finance stocks, Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, banks. In stocks mein there will be a sharp correction, and mostly the speculative stocks will be majorly hit. जो स्पेक्युलेटिव मतलब स्टॉक्स जो सबसे ज्यादा न्यूज में और सबसे ज्यादा फेवरेट होते हैं रिटेलर्स के, लाइक बीएससी ले लो या एचएल ले लो, वो सब. विच इज व्हाट्स योर व्यू ऑन क्रूड एंड ओएनजीसी? नॉट इंडेक्स और इंडियन कंपनीज. बुलियंस, क्रिप्टो का तो आई थिंक इफ somebody was following my Twitter account since some time, तो क्रिप्टो का, बिटकॉइन का तो आई हैड गिवन थरो इलियट वेव असेसमेंट. पूरा चार्ट लेबल करके मैंने दिखाया था. अभी आई थिंक वो ट्वीट मैंने डिलीट कर दिया. मैंने काफी पुराने ट्वीट्स मेरे डिलीट कर दिए क्योंकि बिकॉज ऑफ सम प्रोप्राइटरी रीजंस की लोग काफी कॉपी करके मतलब अपना नाम डाल के मतलब पोस्ट करने लगे थे. तो करंटली मेरा तो मतलब मुझे कोई फॉलो भी नहीं करता है. कितने आप लोगों में से कितने लोग फॉलो करते हो? मोस्टली टुडे तो मेरे मतलब फॉलोअर्स जो है वही कर रहे हैं, बट जो लोगों के फॉलोअर्स है वो सब क्रेडिट ले लेते हैं. तो व्हाई शुड आई बी कीपिंग ऑल माय चार्ट्स फॉर फॉरएवर? सो इसीलिए मैंने बिटकॉइन का तो डिलीट कर दिया पोस्ट. बट बिटकॉइन में तो अभी मेजर करेक्शन चालू है. मतलब दैट टाइम ओनली आई हैड फोरकास्टेड कि बिटकॉइन विल फॉल, and it is, I think 6 months ago, 10 months ago I had posted कि Bitcoin has formed a top and a major correction is loading. तो फिलहाल के लिए the correction is ongoing. Anyways, thanks for connecting. Do subscribe to my channel, and you guys, your support is much needed for me. Do follow me on Twitter, and if anybody is interested to join my Telegram subscription, he can definitely leave a comment in on my Twitter. I will share him the details. If anybody is willing to learn Elliott Wave with me, currently I am teaching 4 candidates. I think Raghav is one of my, Sujit has already learned from me. Raghav is my one of the current students. I am teaching Raghav at the moment. If anybody is interested to join my Elliott Wave course, so you will be able to, if you learn from me, you will be able to identify these triangles, and the way I label the charts, you might be able to label it in the future as well. But nowhere on the social media, जो लोग social media experts से जो chart label करवाते हैं, वो मतलब we all know how they label. So अगर if you learn from a wrong person, you will be labeling like him. If you learn from the right person, you will be also labeling like him. कभी और शेयर कर लेंगे. अभी सब मेटल, क्रूड, वो सब मे बी इन द फ्यूचर. डू कीप जॉइनिंग माय यूट्यूब लाइव वेबिनार्स. आई विल डेफिनेटली शेयर some of the other charts as well. So फिलहाल के लिए we will wrap it up. Thanks for joining, and do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay, see you guys.